Good afternoon, guys. Rajni, yet another time. Okay, so the topic today that I have decided to pick up on for this brief session that I want to talk to parents about is social skills. You know, it is that time of the year when we are all so bogged down with stuff like exams and the concessions that the boards are going to give us, and mothers are having sleepless nights over all of this, that what's going to happen, and is my child going to get the right certification, and how are we going to take this forward. And I've come across these loads and loads and loads of messages on various groups about, and which is not wrong. I mean, if I were to put myself in that place and think, obviously I'd be freaking out a lot more. These parents are still, they are maintaining a lot of sanctity. But the point here that I wanted to make was, and a lot of mothers who have kids who are in the age bracket of, let's say, 17, 18, who've gone past, who've had the boards and who've done away with it, they would be more empathetic and understanding because they've lived that phase and they know. But from my experiences as an educator is what I'm today talking. This is not so much to do with my son, but I'm talking from my experiences as an educator of what I've come across with the older students. Okay, so now let's look at this scenario. You've been all over the place, you've put in all the effort, this, that, don't go out and play, don't talk to somebody, just get to it, and then you're fighting the school, you're fighting the system, you're getting things together, and your child clears the board. Okay, whichever board, NIOS, CBSE, whichever board, your child has cleared the board. He's got fantastic marks. Right? Guys, you celebrated, everything done. Now what? Clearing a board means what? Not that it's not important. Of course it is important. And I also have that dream that my child should clear the board. But in the whole pursuit, what exactly has happened is that we have left out a very, very, very important area of their lives aside, which is the social area. And when that happens, what happens really is that my child, who scored like an 80% on a particular board, or a 60%, 70%, whatever, and we know the kind of effort the child would have put in, or the parents would have put in to get that. And now this child he goes out, he wants to play with people, he likes somebody, he's made a friend, he's talking to that person, and then suddenly he turns around and he says, "Acha, thak gaya hu, mujhe ghar jana hai. Ab tum jao." The person's taken aback. What was this? The next time he goes and he meets the same person and he says, "Hello," and the person doesn't want to see his face. He turns around, he goes away. And this child is thinking, what wrong did I do? What happened? Yesterday I got this much flack from one of the groups. It's called, okay, no name calling, anyway, sorry. So I got flack from this international group, not Indian group, and they told me that autistics don't require training, they're not dogs, blah blah blah, whatever. But that got me thinking that, dude, I'm on your side. I'm trying to help you understand another kid and the way his dynamics work. I'm not your enemy. I'm not telling you you're wrong. You were born the way you're born, and I'm respecting that you're born like that. Only there's a gap because he is born the way he is born. No, that neurotypical. Can we blame him for being born the way he's born? No. He's willing to open himself up to be friends with you. But if you don't know how to enter his world, can you blame him? The answer is a no. As parents, our job does not end at getting concessions for our children, getting them to appear for exams, getting them to get 60%, 70%, 80%. It's a great job, but it doesn't end at that. It's only one part. The other part is my kid should not feel lonely. And for my kid to not feel lonely, if I simply say, let him go out there, mix around with people, out of my personal experience, I've figured out it doesn't work. After a few days, people don't want to talk to him, and it's none of his mistake. But because he came out so blunt and so curt, and simply just went to the guy and said, "Chalo, ab mere saath." And this is what I'm talking about my own son, and this has personally happened with me. So he goes out and says, "Chalo, ab mere saath khelo." So the other person says, "क्यों, मेरे को और काम नहीं है, तेरे साथ ही खेलने के लिए हूँ क्या, जा यहाँ से." And he doesn't understand what happened, and he feels sad about it कि मेरे को ऐसे क्यों बोला. because he did not know that before he was to say chalo mere sath khelo, he had to give a smile, he had to look in the eyes, he had to say hi so and so, aap kaise ho, aapka paper kaisa hua. He had to do the ice breaking. He did not know. I learned out of hard experience when my son had a heartbreak. And that's what brings me to table to all the mothers who have their kids who are much younger, or who are appearing for their boards, or who are older, that please, is a very important area. We need to work on this area. There are n number of examples of someone who was a dropout, not because of his neurodiversity. He was a neurotypical. He was a dropout because he didn't have so much money. Parents didn't have so much money. He couldn't take it to school and college, and then he put up a multi-billion-dollar business. How does that happen? His social skills are in place. His other self-help skills are in place. It's very, very vital. And that is why I'm doing this video. Of course, I'm not going to put it on groups where still the acceptance is not there. But my very humble endeavor is to read as many people as I can, to tell them I am not advertising my center here. Which is another thing, that if you want to come to us and want us to work on a structured way to help build social skills, you're most welcome. But for all those who cannot come, who do not wish to come, who think who can do it on their own, this is my very humble request, that start thinking on these lines. It is very important. Do it on your own. I'm willing to give any advice if you think my advice is worth anything. And you ask me a question, I'm open to answering that. And you can take it or leave it depending upon how you feel about it or resonate with it. But please, for the child's sake, start working on these areas. Start, looking at how are you going to, and just a few tips, okay, for those who cannot get into structured work, or who are out of station, or who don't want to, or whatever. Get to video shoot the child one time in his transaction with another kid, and then get to video shoot your another sibling, or maybe another kid, or maybe husband and wife, and kind of show the difference and say that you're a very sweet boy and you're doing everything right. But if you're talking that loud, the other person might just get a little intimidated, so you can't do that. Okay, get them to see themselves, because once they get to see themselves, then they understand where they're going wrong. And these small things, you have to identify, you have to make a goal, you have to figure it out on a very systematic level and say, okay, these are the areas my child is having a difficulty. So for that, you have to go down, observe your child when your child is interacting with another child or something, to find out if he's too timid, if he's too loud. And as mothers, we get, so tempted to jump in and help. So don't do that. Don't ask children to be friends with him, but see from a scratch, where exactly is the break coming? Why is he not able to mix around or whatever? And if he's able to mix around, then you don't need this video at all. But in my understanding, most of the children on the spectrum will need that support in getting along. And the saddest part is that they are the truest in their intentions. They have no false intentions. They don't want to say anything wrong, and they still are left lonely, simply because they don't know how to go about it. And it is our job to get that understanding. It's not that they can't learn, but given the fact that their world is different, they think about it differently. So it's our job to give them that understanding, that beta, this is what you say, this is what you don't say, this is how you say. So if you're getting late, you don't simply go to him and say, acha ab tum bolna band karo, main late ho gaya, mujhe jana hai. You mean that, and the other person would also mean that कि हाँ भाई अब ये चुप करे क्योंकि मुझे जाना है. But that person will not talk like that. The person will say कि अच्छा अब फिर कल मिलते हैं. It was great talking to you, but अभी I have to catch up. I have to reach somewhere. चल, see you, bye. And look in the eyes and smile. All of that we'll have to teach them. Because if we don't, then no matter what we say, we need acceptance and they don't accept, we versus them and all that, it will not help our child. So if we want our child to be happy, not lonely, mixing around with people, start doing that homework. So on that note, thank you so much for listening to me. Bye-bye.